There's been issues since day one. Living conditions has actually gotten worse, as you can tell from the wall here in my ceiling.
Oh, wow. Leaking roofs, collapsing ceilings, and extensive water damage. Residents at Carson Crest Apartments say they've been living with these conditions for far too long, and many of them feel their concerns are not being addressed.
But the city of Birmingham is now stepping in. ABC 3340's Faye Fox spoke with residents about how these conditions have impacted their lives and got the latest from city officials about what happens next.
Residents tell me that they reached out to the city of Birmingham and health department after they couldn't get the problems fixed through management. Now the city has issued a condemnation warning to the property owner. Moldy water, soaked wood, and a collapsed roof are some of the damage inside this unit at Carson Crest Apartments in Birmingham. This unit sits next to Amber Atkins' apartment, and while she's still able to live in hers, she says she's dealing with her own problem. A large hole in her ceiling.
You're looking at the ceiling falling in here, and it's also caused damage to the wall here because this rain is coming from the outside. It's leaking from the outside and it's coming in.
Atkins is not the only resident dealing with problems. Dominique Holloway says her apartment also suffered a collapsed roof, forcing her to move into another unit. While some of her belongings, including her washer and dryer, were left outside in the hallway between the apartments, Holloway says she's been locked out of her original unit and has not been able to access the rest of her belongings inside.
This is the key that I originally had for 4 years at apartment 77. It no longer works. She changed the locks. That doesn't work at all. She changed the locks on it. My personal belongings in it.
Both Holloway and Atkins say they've had difficulties getting help from management. So I went down to the office during operating hours, but the door was locked. I also tried calling the number, but I couldn't get through.
I'm sorry, this person is not available.
On July 16th, the city of Birmingham issued a condemnation warning, saying the property owner was in violation of multiple housing codes and had until July 31st to correct the issues. Atkins says she's now seeing some progress.
Things are moving now, but before there was no progress. Talked to the health department this morning, and they said that they are actually working on the situation here.
If the city declares the property unfit for human habitation, residents could be required to leave until the city reapproves the buildings for living again. In Birmingham, Faye Fox, ABC 3340 News.